G'day mate, Struth. It's another episode of Cooking with Aussie. I'm joined with my guest Matthew Young today, and I'll tell you, we'll be whipping up a 3-course meal. How about you tell them about it, Matthew?
Well, we're making a lovely little meal today. We're going to have, for starters, some lovely fish cakes. Secondary course, main, as some people call it.
Yeah.
What we have in prep.
Well, for main course, I'll tell you, sir, we're going to have a bit of Italiano going on, mate. We're going to have some bonza meatballs with some spaghetti and some tomato pasta sauce, you know. Whip all that up. And how about you tell them about dessert, mate?
Oh, for dessert, we're having a lovely little thing in prep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little thing we like to call in the trade Betty Crocker.
Oh, Betty Crocker.
You know her. We all know her.
Crikey Dundee, mate. How about you tell me about this Betty Crocker?
Well, she makes some lovely brownies, but we're doing a little twist on the old classic today, Prue.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, we're making a cheeky little brownie s'mores today, Prue.
Brownie s'mores, mate.
It's gonna be bongo.
That sounds ripper. That sounds absolute dinky diet, mate. I can't bloody wait to get that in my fucking belly.
Man, your language, Prue.
Oh, apologies.
We've got children watching today.
Apologies, mate. Sometimes I get a bit overexcited, you know, mate. I haven't had a bloody ciggy in 3 months, mate. I'm having some bloody withdrawals.
Calm down and enjoy the ride.
Thanks, mate. So how about you tell me what you're doing right now, mate?
Oh, I'm just getting started on the starter.
Oh, yeah.
You're dicing some potatoes, ready to put them in a boil and mash them, put them in a stew.
Oh, that sounds bonza.
Ready to make some bloody mash. They'll go in fish cakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not having any, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Moi. I washed my potatoes to get the starch off them.
Now when you're peeling the potatoes, I like to do it straight into one of these disposable food bags here, just so the peel is more easy to dispose of. Alternatively, if you don't want to waste the peel, you can actually save it and make some nice crisps by just putting them in the oven afterwards. Make sure you don't burn them, of course, but you know, all the fibre and the vitamins are in the cock and peel, mate, so you might not want to waste them. So here's a little tip. We just put some salt in the water. And explain what that does, Matthew.
Oh, well, it brings the boiling point down so it boils faster. And it just brings some more flavour into the potatoes, makes it a bit more solier. It's just nicer for the mouth hole.
Now that sounds like a good idea to me, mate. Alright, mate, so we're just going to put them in a strainer just to wash the layer of starch off, just so we get a better boil on them. It's always a good tip to do that. Make sure you take all these little eyes out if you cut them off, but it's really not a big issue because most of the little bits will get strained through. So yeah, we're just going to bung them all in the colander and then run them under the tap, mate. Flood them out with water. Alright, so we're going to bring this over, and as you can see our water is boiled, so potato time. Oh yeah. So we're just going to let that boil for, how long is that going to be, Matthew?
No, I'll give you 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes. Sounds about good to me, mate. So, Matthew, what are we doing right now?
Tuna balls. A little hack you can do is open it a little bit and then pour out the brine. But you like a little bit of brine left because then it's just a bit juicy, it's a bit of flavour. Yeah.
Know what you mean. Know what you mean.
This is made in Mauritius, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, stomach's rumbling, mate.
Product of Mauritius. That's my big brain talking. I went to the factory.
In Mauritius?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good anecdote for you guys. Here's our bag of peel. Gonna throw it away.
I'm gonna blow it away.
Yeah.
To this little opening. Out it goes.
Bonza.
This next step's a little bit messy, boys. But you just squeeze down. You try not to get covered in tuna. You just squeeze the excess brine out, and down it goes.
Check that out. We're really getting down on that brine situation with just a few little tips. Isn't that right, Matthew?
Exactly. I get letters in all the time saying, "Oh, my brine is stinking out my sink." I have to laugh. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some
It's
people
just little
just don't
tips
know.
like this, and it's better to. Oh yeah, I never look at it.
Check that out. That looks appetizing.
that's-
Drier than a dried up billabong, mate.
Oh, that is dry. I've been there a few times.
Oh yeah, do you remember the drought of '97?
Oh, I do.
That was a hard time, mate.
You're easy to crumble away. It's very soft. It means it's ready, fruit.
So I think that's about time we go to the sink and we strain out the water.
And the starch.
Okay.
See these bubbles? Starch.
So we're going to take the pan off boil,
Take a little colander.
bring that over to the sink. You hold that, Matthew. I'll pour the water. In we go. Slowly does it. Don't want to scold the f***er. And there we go. Now we can put the pan under it and bring that back over to
give it
the
a little
hob.
shake.
Oh yeah,
First.
give it a shake. Yeah.
Yeah. It's colander 101. You give it a shake.
Yeah. All right, mate. So we got some miscellaneous dairy products to put in our mash. Talk us through it, Matthew.
Grated cheddar. Cheesy taste.
Beauty.
Flavour. Whole milk. A bit of fatty.
It is-
Have cream.
It is British though. Don't
Yeah.
like the pommy stuff, but sometimes you got to make some compromises.
We didn't have any cream. It was the best we could do.
Yeah.
And then we got butter. Salted. More flavour. More cream. We're going to bloody mash them.
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew. That's my motto.
What's a motto?
Nothing. Nothing. What's the motto with you? Oh, here's the masher, mate.
Right on his George Foreman mill.
And we're just gonna mash it. It's simple as that. Now, some people think, oh, with mash, you've got to blend it like a puree. You've got to do all this swings and roundabouts. But it really is as simple as mashing potatoes. That's all you really got to do. We're gonna add some butter, yeah, just to help it lubricate up. We're putting a bit of salt in, just for flavour, and then some pepper, just to give it a bit of pepperiness. Not too much. Don't ever want too much pepper, but you know
Just a bit of flavour.
always spritzes it up a bit. Then we're going to add the dairy products, starting with the cheese. That's going to be beautiful, mate. I'll get the butter because the butter is real important for mash. Helps stick it all together. Helps bind it. Helps give it that creaminess that everyone loves. Just going to get a spoonful. Now most people do butter with a knife, but here at Cooking with Aussie we're a bit different. Get a nice knob of butter there. That should be enough, yeah?
Bit more.
Yeah, we'll get a bit more. Sometimes a bit stingy with the butter. You know me. But I'm kind of lactose intolerant. But, you know. Yeah, we're both lactose intolerant, but we both love the dairy products. So we're just going to put them all in there. Look at that. And then a bit of milk.
We're going to add this gradually throughout.
Yes, put a bit in there. Look at that. That's already starting to mash itself up. Oh, look at that. Look at it go. Just going to get it all
You
mashed
just mash
together.
it until how creamy you want it.
Oh, mate. Check that out. You might think we're overdoing it with the milk, but actually
No.
it all blends in. You see, it looks at the moment like we've got an excess, but it all just blends in.
I think we've got an excess fruit.
It'll evaporate. It'll evaporate. It'll all just blend in. Don't worry. Mark my words. It's actually not looking too bad at the moment.
No, it's lovely. Should
I
we
don't
get some
thi-
more cheese?
I don't think we should put any more milk in it. That's for sure, mate. Now, a little tip: if you ever do end up with a situation like that, you can actually add some flour in just to put some more starch in and bring it back to the more dry side. But I don't think that's really a problem for us right now because at the end of the day, we're going to be mixing it with the tuna, putting it with the fish cakes. You know, it doesn't really matter if we got it a bit too creamy because that'll complement the fish real nice.
Think a bit more cheese.
A bit more cheese sounds dapper to me, cousin.
The cheese will actually melt in the bloody fish cake and it'll just, it'll be gorgeous.
Oh, mate. Get that in. That should be enough, I think. Looking good.
Get these little tails out.
Yeah, get the stragglers. Okay, so we're going to put this in the fridge because we do want it to be cold while we're shaping it with the tuna, just so it all kind of binds together, right? And then we'll be cooking it afterwards.
Oh.
What do you think, mate? Beautiful?
It's lovely.
Oh, give me a try. Mate, that's a ripper. Okay, mate, so we're just going to put the mash in the fish right now. Just scoop that in with a tablespoon. Oh, yeah. Get it in.
Nice and cold. We actually showed them the ice bath that we made for it.
Here's the ice bath. It's got to be cold for the shaping of it, just so that it's not all runny. That's looking good, mate. Waltzing Matilda,
Yeah.
you come a waltzing.
I was doing bloody What Is Love by Hathaway.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got all the mash in. Now we're just going to mix it together.
You can use your hands, actually. Try and keep one clean, then you've always got one ready to film in. The Outback.
It feels like the time me and my father went hunting joeys and we had to take the guts out and they just wouldn't want to come out and we were just in there mushing them around for hours till eventually the little sucker gave way and popped his clogs. He was alive the whole time, by the way. You know, we like to do things organically in Australia.
Oh, we learned from Steve, didn't we?
Steve Irwin, what a legend. What an absolute legend. Like if you like Steve Legend, I mean Irwin, I get him mixed up because he is a legend and he's also an Irwin. All right, now we got to roll it up into balls. So now I'm going to violate Matthew's rule that he just said because I really want to shape it into ball. Check that out.
You can do them all there.
Okay.
Well, I'm keeping one end clean.
We're going to make them a little smaller actually, just so we get a bit more. That's about the size we want.
You want about golf ball sizes, maybe a bit larger, slightly larger than...
slightly larger than a golf ball. Like between a golf ball and a cricket ball, really.
What can we say about it?
Just like a tennis ball on a diet, mate. Come on over to the dipping station that we've prepared. Come have a look at this, mate. Okay, so here we've got the dipping station. We're going to take our ball that we've just formed and... first, we're going to coat it in flour. No, we're not.
I didn't.
No, we'll do that after.
Oh.
Right. So first, we're just going to roll it in the flour. Check that out. Just get it nice and coated. Now, as we're doing this, we're going to flatten it out a bit. Not really a ball anymore, more of a flat shape. That's the kind of shape we're looking for, though. Just get that all coated, nice and nice and nice. And then we're going to move that over to the egg in the middle. Put that in there. Get that nice and coated in egg. Check that out, mate. Okay, don't f around with it too much because you don't want it to come apart. Finally, the breadcrumbs. Check that. That's looking professional, mate. That's looking like something I'd get from the fish tuck shop. Okay, so now we've got our uncooked fish cake. Take a look at that. That's looking cockin' delicious. All right, mate, so we're just going to put some extra virgin olive oil in the pan. Go get it, Matthew. Bit more than that, mate. Come on. Yeah, a bit more. Okay, that's about right. Now, just coat the whole pan with that. Just bring it around. All we really need is a coating, mate. Okay, so bring that to the big flame. Get that nice and roaring. Bring that to a simmer. Oh yeah, here we've got the fish cakes. We've coated them all, and they're all about ready to roll. We got them on kitchen roll. That was kind of a mistake because they kind of stick to that. But after they're fried, we're going to put them on the kitchen roll. So I'd recommend you just...
the fat.
Yeah, it soaks up the fat, so you don't really want that before they're fried, but after they're fried, just pop them on some kitchen roll, get them nice and...
fatless.
Fatless. You don't want them drooping, do you?
Done.
About time to get them on, so we're just going to pick it up nice and gently. We don't want it to come apart. Lay it on there, and await the magic. So we're just going to let that simmer for now, and we'll get back to you when we're going to flip them. We're gonna have a look at the underside again, just a bit of inspection. See whether they're ready to flip. Just oh yeah, mate. Check that. Check that. That's bonza. Okay, so we're gonna go flip them. Okay, that one's not as good as the centre one. That's to be expected though. We're just gonna flip them all anyway though. Don't be afraid to get your fingers in. Doesn't matter if you scald yourself a little bit. This side seems to be doing better than this side, so we're just gonna rotate the pan.
Rotate the what?
The pan, not the pan. Rotate the marsupial, mate.
Thoughts, Proop?
My thoughts, we're in 7th heaven, mate. We've made a cockin' great starter. Oh.
Thoughts, Henry?
Okay, mate, these are about done. If I just flip this guy over, oh, it's got a bit of stickage there, don't worry. Just separate them out. If I just flip this guy over, you can see cooked well on both sides. So we're just going to bring these over here, get them on the paper towel, and yeah, bon appetit cockin' mate. Check these guys out. A little bit rustic, not perfectly shaped, but that's how I like them, you know. A little bit abstract. This guy here, that's real nice and round. That'll be the thumbnail shot if you ask me. That's fish cakes done and dusted for now. They're all cooked. You just let them cool down and then we'll give them a try. Okay, mate, so fish cakes are done. So I guess it's about time we tuck in. Oh, that's bonza.
That's good.
That's patang wow. Okay, so we're just going to cut into this one. Take a look. It's still very soft inside, which is what we'd like. There's a cross section. See, we've got the lovely golden cusp and the creamy insides. So that brings us to the end of another episode of Cooking with Aussie. These fish cakes went down an absolute treat. They were bonza. So that concludes this episode. It's been me, Matthew, and Ellie. G'day and uru.